I remember being like, you should do a podcast, like when we were doing the EP. So that was like 2021. So yeah, it's been like 5 years.
The first episodes we're talking about the EP and like.
Oh yeah, those were like
happened.
the first episodes.
Yeah, like why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Why? Why are we doing this?
The MBR episode when Dan's just playing guitar the whole time.
Doing, doing the like American football.
Yep.
Everybody's clearly hungover.
Oh,
No, we were just drunk.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of it.
Yeah. That was like I think it was like a 0.5 episode that we only put on YouTube because it made more sense for people to see it rather than like hear just random riffs and shit.
That's funny.
Oh, good times.
We went from nights around the table drinking till we hit the floor. So weekend mornings at the coffee shop, killing time on tour. So how the fuck did we end up on camera talking about our days? I guess I just really wanna know, are you doing okay? Normalize! 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 Checking in on your friends!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Walking Blind podcast where we like to normalize checking in on your homies. This is episode 171. And if you like what we do, please follow, like, and subscribe. We have an awesome guest today. But before I introduce him, I'm Mike. That is also Mike.
Yeah. You don't have to go in that order. You can do whatever you want.
I know. Right now, I'm building suspense. Dude, we have our boy Tron, or Anthony Tron.
Do I look at?
Or- dude, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also technically Mike. I'm Anthony Mike.
Anthony Mike,
Sure.
dude.
Remember that bit where we figured out my name's Anthony Michael. Hey, who else had Michael as a name? Isn't Daniel like a Michael? Like
No.
Michael. Oh, well, I'm Anthony Mike.
Yeah.
That's Mike. That's also Mike.
Tron
here.
is he plays guitar in No Bragging Rights, bass in Great American Ghost. He is the head and face of Castle Tron Studios.
Yeah. Just looks handsome behind the computer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll get into that because that's been just in itself a cool journey. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Cool. Yeah.
But how do you start from the beginning?
Start from the beginning.
Beginning.
All right. Question.
Yeah.
Bass player first before guitar player or guitar player first before bass player?
Kind of in tandem together. My dad was a guitar player. He gave me my first guitar. I hated it at the beginning. I think I didn't like going to lessons. I felt like when it was a chore, I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Also, was it an acoustic or an electric?
It was an acoustic.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't like going to guitar lessons, so I kind of resented it. And then he gave me an electric guitar, and I stopped going to lessons. I was like, oh, this is fun. And then I just joined a band as a bass player because I was like, I just want to play in bands.
Sure.
It was like really easy to do that. So, I guess, yeah, both at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first band you're in, you were a bass player?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Because both your parents were musicians, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mom was a singer. Dad's guitar player. Multi instruments, but yeah, he's a guitar player. Yeah.
Sick. What were your bands? What's your band history?
I had some like bands in high school that were like not anything serious. It was more like just hanging out with friends and playing music. My first like band that was playing shows was god awful, to be honest. It was pretty bad, but it was fun. I still had so much fun. It was called Ken Parker. It was basically like heavy low worship.
Okay.
And we were called Ken Parker because the drummer, myself, and the vocalist all shared the same probation officer. And his name was Ken Parker. So
Does he know about the band?
oh yeah, he
yeah.
like full support. He like bought all our merch and stuff.
That's fucking sick. I don't think I knew that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So that was like the origin of that story. That band was my first band that started playing shows, and we didn't take it seriously, but that was the kind of the fun of it. You know, it was like metal and heavy and dumb, and it's just fun to be playing shows with your friends.
Yeah.
And then as that kind of like grew to become more serious, I started writing like more like melodic music, stuff that like resonated more with me, stuff instead of being like, oh, let's just play a dumb song that you know people can mosh to. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna like wear bright colors on stage and look dumb and be silly. It's like, all right, this is actually fun, and I also want to take it more seriously. So started writing like more melodic music, and then I started a band called Vessels, which was melodic hardcore. There's still a band technically in Washington.
Some of the same dudes still in it, or
Yeah, some of the same dudes are still in it. I played guitar in that band, and it was fun. That was my first band that started touring, and then I joined To the Wind as the bass player as I was still playing guitar in Vessels, and we were a 4-piece. To the Wind was a 4-piece at the time, and I was like, I really like playing guitar. If you guys don't want me to play guitar in this band, I'm just going to continue playing in Vessels. And our two bands went on tour together, Vessels and To the Wind. And then at that point, they're like, can you please come back and play bass for us? We really liked having you. And I was like, sure. And then I joined To the Wind again as the bass player officially. And Vessels played Warped Tour, like the local stage. And that same day, To the Wind signed our first contract with Pure Noise. So then, as To the Wind kind of like took off and got busier and busier and was touring more often than Vessels was, I just joined To the Wind full time. And then that's ultimately how I met you guys. Like MBR is like the main reason how To the Wind like took off. You guys just like kind of big brothered us, and we're like, oh, this band's grinding without any support from like a manager or booking agent or label support or anything.
Yeah, it was like refreshing to see.
Yeah. And then Mike and all the MBR dudes like put us in contact with Jason and Jake, and that's how that all got worked out. And then To the Wind was a long big portion of my life. That's also how I met the Great American Ghost dudes, just playing out in New England, shows with them. And then To the Wind broke up, and then a couple years go by, playing a band called Trove. It was like fun rock music. Started playing shows with that.
That's when you met Josh, right? Or did you know Josh before?
That's when I met Josh. Was playing with Trove, and also I was in a band called Low There. Low There Do I See My Brother is like the full name. And that was like post-rock music I wrote some records for. That's with a good friend of mine, Adam Walbert. And yeah, my timeline's getting a little confusing right now. And then that's when I
now it starts to all blur.
Yeah.
Like one big.
and then that's when I joined MBR. It's like after that. I remember I was actually really recanting this moment. I was laying in bed. It was like I was just waking up, and I get a call from Martin. And I'd speak to you guys pretty frequently, so it wasn't like out of the blue to get a call from him. Yeah. And I was like, "What's up, dude? How you doing?" He's like, "Hey, man, you know, we want to write some more music, and I was wondering if you could like help with this, like facilitate that, because Daniel's down in Portland. If you could like come up and like work with you and put some stuff together." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." And at that point, I thought it was just like you just needed like a guy in the chair sort of thing. And then he's like, no, I want you to be in the band. I was like, fuck, what happened to Christian? And, you know, learned all of that stuff, and then joined MBR, did the MBR thing, still doing the MBR thing, and then joined GAG like 3.5 years ago, and the main question was bands, right? We're just talking about bands.
Just bands,
Yeah.
Bands.
And then I do vocals in a band called Church Key, which is like a relatively new old project. Long story behind that is my buddy Brian Bernard used to play Into the Wind. He had a bunch of these thrash metal songs. This is like 2017. And I was living in a house that had like a studio in it. He's like, I really want to record some of these songs. Will you do vocals on it? I was like, sure. And we recorded one song, and it was played on the radio one time, and then we just shelved it. Like, we never even put it online. It was on KSW's like metal shop.
Just as a random, like, hey, here's a new.
Yeah, actually, I don't even think it was Metal Shop. I think it was Trevor, who now hosts Metal Shop, debuted it on like another like DIY punk radio station.
Right.
The name is escaping me, but yeah, it was played on the radio one time, and then we shelved it because we were both just busy with To the Wind stuff. And flash forward to last year, my mom passed away, and I like stopped recording for just, it didn't feel like being a creative individual with other people's stuff for the time being.
Yeah.
And Brian hits me up. He's like, do you want to finish that? Like those songs? And I was like, yeah, I think that sounds nice to like work with a friend one-on-one and just like finish something, you know? So we finished the 2 songs that he had written, and then we wrote 5 more because we were just having so much fun. So then we have like a 7-song EP out now. Yeah, and I do vocals in that band. That's we just played one show so far, but once I'm back home from this tour, we plan on doing some more stuff together. So yeah, that's all the bands.
All the band stuff, man.
Yeah, I think I didn't miss anything.
Dude, and your mom was such a sweetheart. She was the
Yeah.
nicest, sweetest. Like, even just meeting her, the first time I met her, I was like, I feel like a part of the family right now, dude. Like, it's amazing.
She loved you guys.
When it came to the Wind, because I think To the Wind is like the point where all of our paths started to cross. Because I was in Creative Void with Jake at the time, and what was like the catalyst for To the Wind calling it quits?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just, it wasn't anything bad. It was like, this is my perspective. You know, you might talk to them and it might be different.
They're like, Tron fucked that whole band up.
Yeah, I mean, no, we're also like friends and stuff, but there's no like bad blood. But this is my perspective. We had done our 3rd full length, and it sold better than the last 2, and that was good. I was like, oh,
Right.
okay, so we're doing it, and it's feeling good. And we had some tours on the books. We were supposed to go back to Europe, and the tour was announced. A flyer was already up. Like, we were like getting in the motion of doing things, and when it came down to travel expenses, it was we have to buy our own tickets and then recoup that when we get over there.
Okay.
Which is standard, right? Sure. It's like we didn't have any capital at the time through the band funds to just pay for that, so we had to pay for our own tickets, and we were going to recoup that. It wasn't like an obscene number, but the band wasn't like they didn't like that idea. They felt like it was a risk, but it was like a low risk in my eyes. So I was like, if we cancel this tour, it's going to look really bad on us, and it's not going to do anything good for the band. The record's selling well, you know, it's going to piss off our booking agent. If we cancel this tour, then I should probably just not be in this band anymore.
Sure.
And they're like, well, we want to cancel this tour. And I was like, well, I'm not in the band anymore. And then after that, they're like, we're going to still be a band at our capacity. And then I was like, absolutely. Like, I encourage you to do that.
Yeah.
And they never did anything again. That was like I think the reason why we stopped. Another reason that kind of like bummed us out is, remember that tour, Common Vision, that was like every year?
It sounds familiar.
It was like originally not offered, it was brought up to us by management and booking, being like, this is what the tour is. It's like a melodic hardcore tour. I think at the time they're like, we're trying to do Comeback Kids, Stick to Your Guns, another like hardcore melodic band, and then you guys, or you be 2 of 4.
Right.
I was like, yeah, fucking tour sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And then we confirmed it, and it gets announced, and it's Acacia Strain, Oceano, Knocked Loose, us, and another band, Culture Killer.
Yeah.
So it was like
Not melodic.
all
Way heavier.
all fucking heavy bands, and we're like trying to push our new record, which has like a lot of singing. Like we stepped a bit further into like the melodic section of our catalog, and I was like, thanks. We were like, this is gonna suck for us. Like no one wants to hear this shit, at least on that tour. And the band was like, we want to cancel that. And I was like, again, if we cancel that tour, it's gonna piss off a lot of people and not do good for us. So we found a compromise where we did half of the tour, just did like the West Coast states, and exactly. I mean, we met some nice people, played some cool shows, but ultimately we were the lightest band on the heaviest tour. And that just
What's that like?
yeah, I mean, you fucking know. Like, it just like didn't hit. It wasn't a good tour for us. So everyone was in a bad mood. Everyone was bummed out, and we were broke because we didn't.
Because you weren't selling, you weren't.
Yeah. So when the Europe stuff came up, and they're like, we have to pay for our own tickets because we don't have any money. I was like, it's fine. We'll recoup that. This will be a good tour for us.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, we don't feel comfortable doing that. And then that's when I was like, if we don't do this, I'm gonna quit the band. And that's how it worked out. Yeah.
I feel like you guys would probably done good, so that would have been your second time in Europe, right?
Yeah. The first time was with MBR.
Mm-hmm. That's when we found love, I think. So we were both in a van.
That was a good time.
Did you guys share a van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shared a van. We made a post because we had like a DVD player in the van, and so we were just like, I don't know why it was a Matrix, but we're like, we need to see the Matrix, and so we're like, hey,
Anybody who can bring us the Matrix.
anyone who brings Matrix, we'll trade you for guest spots, and we did, right?
Yeah. We watched the trilogy.
The trilogy.
The trilogy.
That was a
And
fun
then
tour.
get him to the Greek like 100 times.
Yeah. We all just like sang the songs.
Yeah.
The fucking. What? Oh, Inside You.
Yeah.
That was like the.
Inside of you.
That was like the.
Inside of you. All right. I got the clap. Can't be beat. On the toilet seat. Oh, yeah. That guy sucks, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that answers your question.
It does.
A little long-winded.
Because I think I didn't, like, I remember seeing you guys being very active, and then just like almost from one day to the next, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
where did To the Wind go type
Yeah.
deal, you know?
It felt like that too. Like we did that our third full length. I felt really connected with that full length because a lot of the songs had been my demos, and I loved working with Andrew Goose. So I was like really invested in this record. So it's like for it to kick ass, it to feel good, and it to be selling well.
Yeah, to do well is huge.
I was like, okay, I think we're doing the thing, like, and then for the band to have like the different response than I had, being like, all right, I'm invested fully into this more than I ever had been, and no one else was. I think that was just like the rubbing where we're like, okay, this isn't gonna work out.
I'm curious, and I'm sure it would be like a conversation to have with them, but like how much of it was just burnout of like,
Which is real. We're talking about how
hey,
much
man,
was a tour.
Yeah, we've been doing this, and just the thought of buying another flight is like,
Yeah, I mean,
stresses me the fuck out, you know?
absolute burnout.
Yeah.
Like that was in a time where you had your booking agent, your management, your label being like, you need to be on the road as much as possible. You know, that time frame was like your success was measured in how often you were on the road touring.
Yep.
And that's different now. Like you can do, you know, some regional stuff, a full US, European tour in a year, and everyone's like, fuck yeah, that rules.
Yeah.
Back then it was like, go, 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 don't stop. If you stop, you're gonna fail.
If you're home for more than 2 months of the year, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And they'll forget about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real. They'll forget about you, and social media was like important, but not the
Not everything.
not everything. So being out there and being in people's faces was the important thing. But yeah, burnout for real. Like looking at photos of like, of course I'm younger, so I'm like just different looking, but I was like, man, I look malnourished. Like, I look like sickly.
Yeah.
And being like, oh yeah, that was just the normal, sleeping on a base cab in a van, smoking cigarettes all day. You have one sandwich, you get $5. You can have maybe another sandwich, but you know,
Just living the dream, dude.
or the fucking we had $5 buyouts, and I'd not eat one day so I could buy a pack of cigarettes. And I get my
struggle
buyout.
is so real.
And then, and I get my buyout the next day. You go to Taco Bell, get the deal number 5, which was the beefy 5-layer bag of chips and a drink. And then you buy like a soft taco with that. Remember the log?
I was about to say, I was like, I feel like you guys came up with something from that.
Yeah, so you take you get the deal number 5 and then a soft taco, and then you open up the beefy 5-layer, put the soft taco in there, crunch up the bag of chips, put it in there, and you make one big burrito. And I'd be like, I'm gonna eat for 2 days. I'm like
This will sustain me.
Yeah.
it's just terrible.
Yeah, I remember you guys explaining that to me. I was like, no. That's
Yeah.
a little too crazy for me.
I remember like we would stop random places for food, and I would walk to the nearest Taco Bell just because it was the most affordable. You
Yeah.
could get the most for your money. And those beefy 5-layers were like the
Yeah.
driving force. Dude.
Yeah.
Even the old Pure Noise shirt, the Taco Bell, like restaurant with the light that said like tour fuel.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like burnout was 100% the thing, but we just didn't understand that's what it was.
Because you almost feel guilty. I felt guilty for like even thinking that. It's like here we provided this opportunity to be on the road.
We've wanted this for so long.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, it's too much.
Yeah, the guilt is real because it's like you're presented these things that not a lot of people get the chance to do. So to say no to that is like blasphemy.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you feel that touring from back then to now has changed with everything being as crazily priced as it is, and gas being so much more expensive, and everything just the cost of production is way higher?
Yeah.
What does that look like for you guys who are on the road regularly?
I could talk about this stuff for forever. It's insane that the price to do what we do now is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the reason why that is, but to like go to a show, you're like spending $100.
Yeah.
It's like the ticket is like $30 to $40. If you want to buy merch and support the band, that's like another $30-$40. The gas to get there, like the parking. It's like I can't leave the house to go support my friends without spending $100.
Yep.
And that's insane, and it just is what it is. And it's hard. Like you can see it kind of the late stages of that like affecting some of these tours, especially like in the fall when it's not like super nice out. Like ticket sales are super low.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. It's expensive to do anything. Like outside of touring, I work at a nightclub in Seattle as a bar manager and bartender, and I'm like looking at the ticket prices and the amount that people spend on merchandise and food and liquor, and I'm like, it's just wild to be like, this is what it costs to have like
A night out.
I have an event, you know. And I don't, maybe it's the pandemic. It's like I'm sure it probably is the pandemic. That's like the main kickoff point of that. There's a lot of in cities in general. It's like there's not a lot of weekday events anymore because people and promoters don't have that fuck off money to like.
If we lose it, then fine.
If we lose it, it's fine, you know? Like, so I can't imagine being like a brand new band trying to do a DIY tour and booking like a full week's worth of shows because it's expensive even just to have like a local show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I was watching some random video that just popped up on YouTube, right? But it was a dude who's a tech who was talking about the cost of like bus touring now.
Oh yeah.
Right. So like you look at what a bus tour was like 10 years ago versus what it is today, and he's like, and it's almost not worth it to go because especially when you're doing full production and you're putting on the show that like people expect to see when they're paying $50 to $100 a ticket.
Yeah.
It's like realistically by the time you pay everybody out and by the time everybody gets what they need, like you're making nothing. So you're better off staying home and like making money on social media than you are playing shows, which sounds so backward to me because for us it was like you had to go out and play and sell merch to make money, you know. But
it's interesting because you can see like a dynamic shift in the touring world. At least I think I can. This last European tour we did, we cut crew down to just our sound guy. So we sold our own merch. We didn't bring a content person. We had no production as far as like lights and visuals go.
Sure.
So it was just the band and our front of house guy, Aaron, who like we refused to like travel without because he understands how
he's the goat.
Yeah, I mean, he understands like how we want to convey our music to the crowd. So we always will tour with him, but it's like that's all we brought, and it was 4 bands, 1 bus. Sounds like a weird and that was still so expensive. Like the bus fees were paid for by our guarantees, so just from playing the shows,
were all 4 of you guys guarantees?
I'm our portion.
Sure.
I don't
Sure,
don't know what the other bands were making, but as far as like our cut of the
guarantee
bus
went
fees,
straight to the bus.
playing the shows is what allowed us to travel.
Okay.
So therefore, we're only making money by selling merch.
Yeah.
Which is
hit or miss.
It's like it's not reliable, but you know, that's why we're like, okay, we're just gonna sell our own merch tonight, and I don't mind selling our merch anyway. We're doing it on this tour, again, just touring with just the sound guy and the band, just to like make sure that we can survive and this can like make sense for us. And it's been good. It's extra work. It's like touring's fun, but it's very much like a job.
Yeah.
Whenever like I'm home, like, you excited for tour? I'm like, yeah, I'm super excited, but it is like work sometimes. And we don't have a big production either, so it's like it feels like a job sometimes, and it is. People be like, you gotta treat it like a job. I'm like, I don't want to treat it like a job. Like,
Yeah.
I want to.
It's a very cool job, but it's still a job.
So work.
Yeah.
It's like load-ins at 1, bring in the stuff, and then
Wait until 6.
wait until sound check, make sure your shit's dialed in, set up the merch booth, do inventory, you know, find time to eat something, and then sound check, doors open, you're at merch, you're selling, and then you go and play, and then you go back to merch, and then you're selling, and then you have to close out, and then load out, and then drive to the next venue and do it again. So it's like from 1 to like midnight is all chores and errands and band stuff.
Yep.
Sure, you get like a little break to like have a snack or go get coffee, but it's still like your day is full from 1 to midnight. And in the States, it's like we drive ourselves. We don't have a driver, so you're not done. You're actually just going to do the next chore, which is driving all night.
Yep.
So, yeah, it feels like work, and I'm thankful to be able to do it, but it still feels like work.
I want to go into your recording side of things.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that you're doing that. So when Daniel and you were meeting up, I was confused because Daniel at the time was really good at making like his like little phone demos.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, Tron must have like a computer or something. Like,
kind of, yeah.
I mean, but I mean, like, I was just like, oh, that's interesting that because at the time Daniel was living in Portland. And so you guys send the first day you guys wrote a song, right?
Mhm.
Is that what it was?
It was Stages. Well, demo version of Stages.
And like it came back and I was like, what the fuck? Like, because like I don't know. I always thought Daniel's demos were good, but they're clearly demos.
Right.
And like, and so hearing it back, I was like, holy shit. I was like, dude, this is like ready to go. Like I can already start doing shit to this. And so I didn't realize until, we started getting more songs, and then the idea of being like, I think Tron can record this, or like Tron's down to just record it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? Tron's record? I was like, the last sentence in there.
Remember we did pre-production and we had you on like Zoom or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah.
we had a stool in the corner of the room in the house with you on camera, and we were like recording one of the songs, something like that.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, you had to. I just remember this now. So we were getting these sick demos, and then I'm just sending them back like,
All your nonsense, like
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
for sure.
And you're like, you don't have any recording gear? I was like, no. And so I downloaded Ableton.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
And Howard Benson, right?
Yeah.
Plug in,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Basically sent you like a care package.
you sent me, which I still have. And so you sent me like a setup so I could do it in my room, and I was able to send back like decent demos. And you're even able to record kind of through my.
Yeah. So this is in the middle of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent Mike an interface and a microphone XLR cable, and like, he granted me access through Zoom to like download all these programs on your computer.
And then it immediately exploded.
And I was like, okay, this is how you record. So just give me do your vocal thing into it, and then send me the demos. So we were kind of figuring out ways to be creative during that. I even figured out ways to record through Zoom, like via satellite, like a wireless like thing. It was awesome. Like recorded some parts while someone was in another state, and I was at my studio recording them through their computer.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, I used a plugin called Listen To, which is what I put on their master through their computer through Zoom, which then gave me playback in my monitors at my studio, and I was controlling their computer from my computer and recording them there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And me in the middle of this, I'm like, I trust you, man. Whatever you.
Also, just to give you a heads up, he learned nothing from that, and now he still sends us cell phone demos.
I mean, if it works, then it works. There's no real approach to this. No rule book,
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as like recording stuff goes, so I went to school for audio engineering when I graduated high school. And then once I started interning at studios, the engineers there were like, you don't need to go to school for this.
Yeah.
Like, you should just like spend your time in studios and like learn this shit, like, hands on. And at that same time is when To the Wind signed and we were starting to tour more. So I just went into like the playing world and making records for my band. So I was like, I'm still spending time in really nice studios and working with dope producers and engineers. So I was still like learning a lot. But being broke, I had zero gear. So when we did our third record, Goose was like, all right, show me your demos. And I pulled my phone out, and it's like iPhone recordings. He's like, this is your demo. you guys are just jamming in a space and you just press record on your phone. I'm like, yeah, I don't have any gear. I don't even have a laptop.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys should learn how to make better demos. Anyway, let's go write this record. So when I got home from doing that record, I was like, man, he's right. I need to like get back into like that world. So, you know, bought a laptop, saved some money, got like some gear together and start building out my studio and making more to the wind demos. And that's the time when I joined a band called Low There, started writing demos for them. And it just got to the point where they're like, the demos started sounding so good that people started like asking me to record for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just kind of where it went. It's just being like, I need to make better demos because Goose yelled at me.
Goose told me so.
And then I just started like, it just more and more and more and more. And then started working at some different studios, doing more. I started working at Alma, which is where we played.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fun because I'd show up to work and I'd just be recording a band. I had no idea who they were. So it was like, that was fun getting like fed artists. And we did like a tiny desk situation there called Tempo. So it was like a band would just come in, load in, we'd plug them all in, and we'd record them live and video them. So that was fun. It was like a nice chance to like mix music that was out of like my genre type.
Yeah. Yeah.
And ultimately through that is how I started working at the nonprofits. There's the Bridge Music Project, which is a nonprofit, which is a songwriting workshop for at-risk and incarcerated youth. So it's an 8-week program where, you know, kids and teenagers will come in, they form a group, we write a song, and it's once a week. We record the song, and then they perform the song.
That's cool.
And then that same program, we went to like a penitentiary out in Chehalis, Washington. It was like a young men's jail there, and they have like a high school program there. So Bridge went over there, and we did the same program there where, you know, we have these once a week songwriting workshops, and we write music together, and then we record it, and then we played a show there. So like I brought in like a little recording studio to the facilities there, recorded them, and then mixed and did all that stuff, and then we played the show at that jail there.
Dude, that's sick.
So they're
Yeah.
they're doing originals.
Yeah, yeah. They're
Tight.
if they had like enough music, they could do a like an additional song or a cover, but it was all originals. That's were the only things that were ever released.
Did you meet a kid there that was just kind of like just
On it.
yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like there's, it's kind of like easy to see those, like the talent is there. Like it's like, you know, when you see an artist, when you're like, they have the thing that everyone's trying to learn, but they just need the experience. It's like, I guess, what am I trying to say? Like when you see someone like, you already got everything you need, you just need to learn how to do the mechanical stuff. That's awesome to see. Like it's fun. I also work for, it's not a nonprofit. It's like a summer school program called Live It Out Loud, and that's more School of Rock style, I guess you could say. Like where, like last year, I was given my group, and I was like, cool. It was like I was like, what kind of music do you like? They were like, my favorite band's Tool. My favorite band's Metallica. My favorite band's Avenged Sevenfold. I was like, so we're doing a metal band.
Yeah, sweet.
And that program is like, you have to play 2 covers and then write and record an original, and then you play a show. And there's like 3 shows throughout the program. Like the first one to like get used to being in a band. Second one's like to get more refined, and the third one's like the big final show. And they covered Tool, Avenged Sevenfold, and then we wrote an original. That was awesome. So I still work for those companies. It's just, once I'm not touring as much, that's
Sick.
something I do.
That's cool.
Imagine one day like some dude's gonna come up to you at a show and just be like, dude, you did this. You taught me this.
That honestly be the dream. Like, That's the goal, right? Like, if I'm 37 now, so I don't know anything, but if there's like a purpose to life, it's like find out something you love and like figure out a way to give back to it.
Yeah.
Right. So music is that.
It's funny. So when I went to school for audio engineering and in LA also, and years later, the first Easy Out show we played at this bar in Hollywood, and the sound guy was my old teacher.
What?
And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I was in your class. So we shot the shit for a little bit. I was like, dude, fuck yeah, man. You're my teacher. And he could care less. He's like, awesome. Can you have your drummer like not hit so
Snare.
hard?
Yeah.
Like, thanks, Mike.
Can we dampen those cymbals, please?
Yeah.
You were teaching me, and now you're doing my sound.
So,
Dude.
yeah.
Well, so then when did it start? Like, because like clearly, like when we 2001, when we recorded with you, like you knew your way around because you'd already been working at Alma, right? And so like
2001, 2021.
I mean, so 21.
Yeah, son.
I know, fuck. I still feel like the pandemic was 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
But so then like how I can't remember if you were doing projects that led into like recording MBR or like what was the time frame? Because I felt like you started recording more bands because like, you did Clay City.
Yeah.
By the time we came back.
Yeah.
So like, what's the?
I guess like the pandemic was like the big like kickoff, right? It's like I'd known my way through a DAW and like recording, and I'd been in studios, worked with producers and engineers, so like I knew the process. I just had to like do the thing, and I had been making demos, you know, for all my bands for a while. It was just like, I'm never gonna try to like make this sound good because it's just a demo. I'm just gonna leave it the idea. I don't want to like sweat over the little details.
Sure.
But then when the pandemic hit, that's when I was like, I have nothing better to do, so I'm gonna sweat the details and learn how to get better at this. I still am not anywhere where I want to be, but like, I guess that's the fun about it, is you get better. Just keep doing stuff. But yeah, by the time Daniel and I were doing stuff, like I was confident on like my recording skills. I just hadn't had an opportunity to be like, all right, let's like make this good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Full mix, make
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Like I had been recording for a long time at that point, but it was never like, all right, I'm gonna like try to make sure all the details are as good as they can be. Also, just having like good mentors is important in life in general, but like people like Mike Somm, I like relied a lot on for advice when I get stuck in like a spot where like, what do I do here? He would like just tell me. Mike's awesome. He's incredible engineer, incredible mixing engineer, awesome musician. He plays in Shredder, yeah. He plays in that band Crown Magnetar, bass player. But yeah, great musician, great engineer. Just like leaning on mentors for help. So that was just it. Just being like, all right, how can I make this better? Well, you gotta do this thing. Oh, okay. And you learn that and you move on to the next thing. Yeah.
And has anyone come close to blowing up on you the way Martin did?
Blowing up on me?
Is that a known story?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
now.
Did Martin yell at me?
Bro. I'm glad you don't remember if you're not remembering it.
No.
When we realized that we weren't going to be
Finished on time.
and I was going to have to fly back,
to finish vocals.
and Martin wasn't going to be able to fly back.
I don't remember him being pissed
You
off.
must have blocked this out.
Maybe.
He was upset that we weren't going to be done in time.
He was passionate.
He's passionate.
He's passionate.
And I can't believe you don't remember this because you were like shaking. You were also very sleep deprived around this time.
Yeah, because we were doing like 12-hour days in that studio.
You guys accomplished a lot in a very short time.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, we were reaching that point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to fly back, like next week.
Because you
and
lost
finish
your
this.
voice, right? Yeah.
And so Martin wasn't gonna be able to come back the following weekend, which he was bummed out about. but he blew up like super hard.
But I
At
think-
me?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And
It wasn't my fault.
I know. And like, cause you were like, whoa, shit. Like, oh, fuck. Like he's like pissed. I was like, he's upset that he can't be here next weekend. And you're like, no, dude, I've never seen him like that. I was like, he's gonna come back in here. He's gonna be like, my bad, dude. I'm bummed. I can't be here. And you're like, dude, no, I've never heard him like talk. Oh my gosh. And so like, so then like 10 minutes later, cause he like stormed out, like said a bunch of shit and left. And then he came back completely, got calling. He's like, dude, I love you, dog. I'm so sorry. He's like, you're trying so hard. He's like, I'm sad I can't be here next weekend.
I guess I kind of remember that. I don't remember it being maybe I
You just blocked.
honestly like that like recording sessions, those like 6 days or whatever, was like so grindy and like just tunnel vision, because it was just so fucking focused.
And the pressure of like,
Yeah, because we were writing and recording.
Yeah.
Like we did at that point when we went into that studio. It was like there was a lot of fucking weird pressure because we were having to take like COVID tests to make sure that none of us were sick, because we didn't want to like. We were doing a record in the middle of the pandemic, and this is before vaccines were out, and we didn't want to like insult the music community by doing a record and being together.
Yep.
So we're like, we're all testing, like
yeah, I remember that.
we're taking tests every day, because Allie had so many COVID tests from working at Apple that we were able to test every day to make sure that we were being safe, and still isolating. I'm sure we broke some rules, but like, we're trying to make the best of the situation. But yeah, I remember there being so much pressure, and like at that point we had all the songs written musically. So instruments were done, MIDI drums were written, and then so Mike and Martin were in the studio, so we were focusing on vocals and drums. At that point that's what was the main focus. We got drums done pretty fast, and then we went into vocal world, and that was still a pretty easy process. But yeah, it was like 12-hour days in the studio, and I was just tired.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, like you were so stressed, and then like we'd like sleep, and then you'd already be up like the next morning.
Yeah.
Or like, fuck, dude, did you sleep? You're like, yeah, I slept a little bit of snake.
Yeah, I was like, my brain was working so fast that like I couldn't sleep. So when I woke up, it like started in the same place that I was at. So I just be like, okay, I'm up. I gotta do all these things because we're on a time crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other thing, is like,
Yeah. 'Cause
would love to have the budget to not be pressured to like for time. But
I can also only imagine, and I don't know if I'm wrong in this or not, but like you're essentially joining a new band and handling tracking of the comeback record after 7 years. So that had to have been somewhere
yeah.
in your brain, like, oh fuck, like we're doing this.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, pressure makes diamonds, honestly. It's just like, all right, let's do this. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure, and like, luckily I'd known these guys for so long, so it didn't feel like, if I didn't know them like I did, then I would have probably lost my shit. But them being my friends and people I looked up to as musicians, it was like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun because I'm gonna learn a shit ton of stuff, and from them as like that their talent level, that the pressure didn't make me crack like it should have, And then we shot a documentary too. Like we were trying to do
We're doing
Two
the fucking
music
most.
videos.
we did the fucking most in those days.
We did the fucking most. That's been like, I think since MBR's come back, I feel like that's because we have to, because we're all like so spread out.
Yeah.
Because
You did 2 music videos.
we did
then,
two,
too, right?
yeah. We were trying to do 3.
We're trying to do 3, yeah.
We were trying to do 3 music videos in 3 days or 2 days.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to come out of all of that was the shot of you standing in a bush with no microphone singing.
Yeah.
I still remember how there was zero like we had the Bluetooth speaker, sick Bluetooth speaker. We find this spot in the woods, and then Tim is like, I think this is good. All right, so like stand here, all right, and then Tron push play. And I'm like, wait. What am I doing? Like, just like, I don't know, like sing. I'm like, I don't have a microphone. Just,
It's fine.
just do.
You're in the woods, bro.
Yeah, you know,
Just
just
sing.
do. All I could think about was fucking Lionheart.
And then sprint full speed down this pathway.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I thought it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember. I remember Martin being upset, but I don't remember him yelling at me.
I think
But
I think the
probably
reason
just blocked it out.
I think he locked it out, which is I'm happy for him. But what sticks out to me is because like that was one of those things where I was just like I was trying to tell you like I was like, dude, it's not like, trust me,
It's not personal.
It's not personal. He's just
Yeah.
bummed he's not gonna be here next weekend. It's just been a long weekend.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, dude. I think he's like fucking. I was like, no. He'll come in. He'll apologize. Like he's, and then like he came in and did exactly. Dog, I love you.
Yeah.
And then, because then you also you're like, dude, I forget how long you guys have known each other. Like I forget
Yeah.
how close you guys are.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I guess
Yeah.
it's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Get a few hours.
Martin's mad. He'll drive fast. he'll have a blow up, and he's always good to. Like, my bad, dog.
That's how he processes, man. Like it's just,
Yeah.
it's passion.
Passionate, dude.
Passion.
He's
I mean,
passionate.
even so we did 2 singles in February, MBR did, and that was 2 days. Like we were there for not even you were there for a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I got there.
So like we did 2 singles in February, and these ones are awesome because there was one song that I had written and showed the band, and then made some changes. And then the other song we wrote in a room, which is like so refreshing. I haven't done that in so long. So what I did is like, we were in LA area practice space, your guys' practice space,
At the lockout.
and we set up my phone in the corner, and we just started writing, putting the song together. And then once we got the song done, start to finish, recorded it again, but to capture Martin's playing.
So that you could program. what
Yeah,
he's doing.
so like recorded him playing the song that we wrote that day. When I went home, I programmed the drums like 90% of like what he did, because I knew we were gonna re-record it anyway, so I wasn't gonna like get it perfect. But did it like 90% of what he played, and then I tempo mapped each like riff and part of the song to match his like vibe and rhythm.
Sick.
So it's not like, 180 start to finish. It's like has all these ebbs and flows. Rewrote the demo at my studio, sent it to Martin and Mike. Mike wrote lyrics to it, and then when they came up, the song was done. It just needed to have the drums recorded on it, and then so that's how we were able to knock those 2 songs out in that day and a half. But that's cool. That was fun. And then like getting to record Mike again is always fun. But yeah, still it's like I wish we had the budget for more time, because doing that amount of work in that short amount of time is insane. But it's because we did a lot of the mechanical stuff beforehand.
So do we know yet when those are going to be coming out?
So I mean, there's really no reason not to like keep him like held up, but I still have to finish mixing them. I've been working on like mixing on the road, so doing like all the comps and edits and
Sure.
the stuff that I don't need big speakers for.
Yeah.
But you can only do so much, at least me personally, with headphones. So it's like, okay, this sounds cool. I got all the little slip edits done, and little things, making sure all the transients hit on the one or whatever. But then when I get home, I'm gonna like get into like full,
Get surgical with it.
yeah, get more like, okay, I can hear things better, I can master it better. But I got all the annoying mechanical stuff done, so when I get home, I just gotta like turn it up and like make sure it sounds good, and then they'll be done. But they're cool. I want to do more. I wish we could do more songs. I have a bunch.
Dude,
You can do more songs, guys. I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in a good. I feel like I'm in a good space for ideas.
Yeah.
I like how we had. Wait, was it Martin on? When did Martin said something? I'm like, oh yeah, that's what we're. That's our
Oh,
plan.
that was the Highwire Days interview
Oh yeah.
when you guys did your stepbrother's photo shoot.
Yeah. Martin's like, yeah, we're demoing, and then we're gonna be recording an EP. I was like, that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah. I think if we can just get all together again in a room, I feel like we could hammer out. Any ideas you have, I'm sure we'd flesh them out fast.
Yeah, I want to do the same process that we did before, is like bring the demos together as a group and then play them in a room.
Mm-hmm.
Like track Martin's like vibe and flow on it, because he's like really good. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
he's like really good at like, he's a good vibe guy. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like he's got like his barometer for what works is very locked in. So like definitely want to still capture that. So yeah, it's like I just want to bring some demos together, get in a room. Like that's the most important thing with MBR that's like I always talk about, but it's hard to do, is like when we're in a room together, it just comes out and it's so easy to like make the things happen, but doing the things via satellite is hard because your ideas can't get conveyed eloquently enough.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you just send a demo to your homie that lives in another state, you don't see the reaction.
Yeah.
They just normally get hit with like yeah, this sounds cool, or I don't know, I'm not really into this, or they're like super excited about it. But when you're in a room and you're showing them something, it's like instead of them just being like, oh, it's cool, they're hit with like, oh, that's sick, but you should change this thing.
Yeah.
It's like that's the little minutia that is important about being in a room and writing together.
I like feel if it felt good.
The equity that a band can then hold on a song was heavier. You know what I mean? It's more valuable when everyone feels like their ideas are getting conveyed in a way that it's like it's building as everyone's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Instead of these like major big steps. Here's a full demo. Oh, change this part because I don't like this. Changes that part.
Yeah.
You know, it's like long strides, but little strides are more fun, and it's like more invested.
And when you have a drummer like, when you have a good drummer, and you also have a drummer like Martin, where it's like, what you would think, hey, this will be just a punk beat right here,
Yeah.
and then he does something that you're like, oh shit, this completely changes the way I'm gonna play this. Or
Yeah.
like the sauce that we put on this is gonna
Yeah.
be different. You know, it's
And he's good enough on guitar to at least show you what he's thinking.
yeah,
Yeah.
Which has been helpful too.
yeah,
That's kind of how I do producing any band, is when we get into like the drum writing phase, I'll like do MIDI drums up to like 80%, 90%. I think obviously if you want like a D beat thing, you just
Sure.
MIDI that out. But like I leave that percentage because I know that the drummer's going to switch it up or try some things. And I want that. So it's like if I'm doing a demo with a band, I'll always do fake drums, MIDI drums first, and then be working with the drummer, being like, "What are you thinking about this thing?" You know. Yeah, it's drummers are always the best songwriters anyway, because they just know how to like glue each part better.
yeah. I can't think in drums. To me, I can't think of transitions, like what I need to do with these.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Do we throw a fill here? What do we
Yeah.
do? You know, so having that aspect of it is huge for
Yeah,
putting together a full on song versus just like 4 parts. That I sent you.
absolutely. Mhm.
It wasn't until we recorded with Putney that I realized, like, oh yeah, we like different fills and your transitions. Basically, I don't ever think about that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we can't do that because on that one, Martin started with this first, going into this, which is the same thing as the last song. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, yes. I thought it was just the same little thing all the way through.
Just a fill.
Just do the fill, Martin. Do the fill thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
As Rick calls it, Plattenflute.
yeah.
Dude.
And then what does that songwriting process look like for Great American Ghost?
Yeah, so Great American Ghost, we all live in different states. I'm in Seattle, Grayson's in Arkansas. Ethan's in New Hampshire. Our drummer's up in Ottawa. Sorry. We write demos, bring them into a version of pre-production that's just the band. You know, like the last couple singles we did, we brought demos to my studio and we listened to them and we rewrote them and made changes and then started writing lyrics and melodies. And then once we're all on a united front of like, this is what we like, and we've exhausted all our ideas on what we think's cool, then it's brought to Will, and Will does his round of pre-production, and then we record it. So essentially the song gets written and recorded like 3 times before it's out, which sounds like a lot, but it's like important to us to invest that much time into the songs, because it's like we're gonna live with these for like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we are doing things, is demos that are written by the sole individual, pre-production as a group, and then taking those pre-pro demos to our producer and engineer, and then him doing his producing and engineering on it, and then having the song. Yeah.
And then as somebody who works with bands, does the production side of thing, and also plays in these bands, how important is like the old school method and cycle of like, hey, we're gonna write a record, we're gonna put it out, and then we're just gonna tour on this for, you know, a year or two, and then come back in and write again, or are you seeing things shift more towards like, hey, we're gonna put out 2-3 singles, hit the road, tour, whatever, come back, do 2-3 more singles, tour, and then these will probably live on a record somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
But we're just constantly putting out new music.
Yeah, that's kind of like I'm seeing that happen a lot, where like, for example, it's like we wrote 2 singles and recorded them. Great American Ghost did 2 singles in the last couple months, and we're also still writing. It's like you still need to like have new music to offer, because doing a full length is so exhausting. It takes so much time and so much energy that sometimes you don't want to lose the motion of like, oh, we're held up on this record. So sometimes you just have songs that kick ass and they're ready to go, so record them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the full length should hold up the band creatively. You know, if you have like one concept that you really want to lock in on, then yeah, do as many songs on that as you can. But I feel like a lot of people are just like, we want and have music, so let's record it and put it out.
Yeah.
You know,
And
just the attention span is like so short.
Yeah.
Even for the musicians writing the music, like they're like, all right, I'm ready for the
I'm
next
bored.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, maybe take advantage of that. Just keep writing and recording.
Yeah.
You know.
I think, and the way we just in general, the way people consume music now is just different. Like,
Yeah.
like I'll like shit for me. I'm like a playlist guy. Like as soon as I get here's something's new, I just throw it in my playlist and it's on random. Like I rarely will go through and listen track 1 to track whatever.
Yeah.
You know, certain bands I will, but it's like I'm like good with like, oh, new single, cool. I can like I'm gonna hear it because that's what it is. And I can hear it and
Yeah.
but
Yeah, and then those singles may find a home on a full length. Maybe you'll re-record them or mix them differently, but yeah, if I had any advice for bands, it's like just keep writing and recording whenever you can, because you don't want to like lose the what am I looking for? What's the word? Momentum. Thank you. Yeah, you don't want to lose the momentum. You don't want anything to hold you up, because it may, that song, like holding on to that for so long, you may hate it by the time it was released on the full length. Yeah, so it's like I'm just gonna try to keep recording singles, writing records, but not have it be like I have to write 12 songs in order to release new music. That's so insane to have that be like the norm. But if you have 12 songs, fucking record them all.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like on the other side of that, from like an engineer and producer standpoint, a lot of work, some of the same amount of energy gets put into recording singles than it would to record a full length, right? Miking up drums, getting like cool tones, like doing all this like work to make it sound awesome, and then just do one song.
Yeah, you're doing the same amount of work regardless of how many songs.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta record more. You know, it's like that's the bummer, because sometimes I recorded a band recently called Wicked Game, and it's like a new hardcore band in Washington area, and they did 3 songs and they all fucking kick ass, and I love the songs, and I was like, you got more? Like, let's keep recording.
Yeah.
And they're like, we do, but they're not ready yet. And I'm like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay,
like, what can
that's
you do?
fine. Like,
Bummed out.
yeah, it's like, this sounds sick, and I have everything all dialed in, and you know, the vibes are good, and the creative energy's there. It's like, okay, we're done. I'm like, damn it, I want to do more.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I guess it's just, if your creative well is full, just keep going, keep trying to write stuff.
We'll do some of the questions.
Last question I have for you.
Yeah.
What is I want some history on your bass. Your main rig.
Yeah, so so I have a bunch. I actually didn't even bring my ESPs on this tour, because I've like, they need some love. I've been touring a lot,
Yeah.
so they just need to get like a full. I haven't had time to fix them up,
Nice
but
little cleanup, nice little fretboard scrape, all this shit.
so I have 2 ESP V4s, Japanese made, and I took all the fucking knobs out of them, and they're both passive, like Seymour Duncan quarter pound pickups in them. One of them's like an older version of the quarter pound pickups, and it sounds crazy, but yeah, I didn't bring them on this tour because, like I said, I kind of beat the shit out of them those last couple tours. But right now I have 2 LTDs. I have the Phoenix, which is awesome because it's like a shorter scale, but it's got a reverse headstock, so it still has the same string length as my other LTD, which is a 35 scale. So it's same string length, but one's longer than the other.
Yeah.
So I've been rocking those on this tour. They sound great. Guess that's the only real origin. Or are you talking about the bass that I play on every record?
The bass you play on every record. The one with the was it the diamond plate?
Oh,
pickguard?
yeah. Okay, so
I think it's just a volume knob or something like that.
You can see your eyes light up just thinking about it.
yeah, so To the Wind was sponsored by a guitar company called Legator, and they sent me like 3 basses when we were doing our second record with Kyle Black, and you know, figure out which one you like the best. And the one that I thought sounded the best looks like a Warwick style thing, and has like iron cross like inlays. It looks like a butt rock
Brother.
bass. Yeah, like, brother. It's a brother bass recorder. But it sounds so sick. I've played it on almost every record that I've recorded. It's on like all the To the Wind records. It's on the MBR EP that we did. It's on everything, and every time I record it and like use like different amps, cabs, amp sims, pedals or whatever, anytime I send it off for mixing, it never changes. Or like whoever's mixing the record, they're like, this just sounds good, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about that thing. It looks like it's not my favorite looking bass in the world, but it sounds awesome, and it rips, and I play it all the time, and I'll never get rid of that thing. Sometimes it just works, right? It's like,
Yeah.
it is a nice bass. Like, the company's awesome, and it is very well built. It just doesn't look like something I would ever like rock, you know what I mean? But man, I always play that thing.
And then you've been pretty consistent with like ESP, LTD guitars. Is there a relationship there that you have with them, or is it just
Yeah, so Tony at ESP helps me and my bands get like set up with guitars and stuff. I mean, that was like the first guitar I ever bought was a LTD, and the first bass I bought was a LTD. Just been playing them forever, just because I guess they're like built to last.
Yeah.
It's like you've had a million guitars.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say names, but there's certain companies where it's like you just pull it out of the case one day and you're like, oh, this is broken. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Just pointed. I just had that happen with
Yeah. It's like
the
line up for some
the
reason.
bridge, the string through body
yeah.
was like off, and I couldn't even get the strings through the body.
You had to bend the string.
I was like, this is bad, guys.
Yeah, I know, man. It's just like sometimes you get a guitar and you're like, I love this. It sounds cool. But if I look at this thing wrong, it's going to.
Yeah.
And LTD and ESP has like always been the like the juggernauts of guitars. Like, dude, first day on the last tour, we were in Belgium. I put my basses on the riser and I'm like taking a video of them. Like, these are my sticks that I brought on this tour.
Yeah.
And then I put one on and we go to sound check and Aaron was like dialing in our 808s. He hits an 808 and it hits so hard that it shakes off the riser and falls straight down onto the tip of the headstock from like a good like just like, and it has a big chip on it, but I sanded it down and painted it over. You can't even tell anymore, really. But I was like, oh fuck. And I went and grabbed it, put it on. It's still perfectly in tune. There was nothing wrong with it other than the chip on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. But any other guitar, I'm not gonna say companies, that thing would have
Shattered.
been dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty careless with my guitars, and like the main ones I play now are LTDs.
Yeah.
And they'll just like, I'll have it on the edge of my cab and it'll just fall flat on its
Very-
face. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, other than like the durability, it's just like, I guess you just find something that you like and you play the shit out of
Yeah.
it, and you're like, all right, well, there's no reason to play anything else.
I did buy the red and gold that you have.
Oh,
'Cause it
nice.
inspired me. I was like, this is a beautiful guitar.
Yeah.
And I bought it, and it looked so stupid on me when I was holding it and playing it. I was like, I can't keep this guitar.
Oh, the
Like,
Phoenix?
Yeah, as much as I like it, like I can't. And I like the way that body style looks, but
Yeah.
when I just put it against my body, something doesn't flow well.
Dude,
Yeah.
also the Phoenix has like the guitar straps like on the inside.
On the inside, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to relocate my bass one to be like up top here, because I thought the same thing, because the way that the strap locks
Yeah.
lay, I'm like, this kind of like sits on I'm playing it kind of like this, but like I like to play things like down here. But yeah, I know what you're saying. You're like, this looks cool on everyone but me.
Yeah, this is real dumb on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll try again, because I've seen a few that I like, but I just every time I grab one, like sitting down and playing it is cool. As soon as I stand
Yeah.
up, like my arm rests on the edge of it, and just
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like people joke about that. They're like, "What do you care what it looks like?" I'm like, "Cause if it looks cool, you feel cool,
Yeah.
and you play cool music, man."
Yeah.
It's like all the gag guys play like pointy guitars, and I put those on. I'm like, "This looks stupid." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm a firm believer of like, look good, feel good, play
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
I remember when we were touring with Vanna, Nick from Vanna would come up to me and be like, you always like look really good and like have like a good like morning routine. You're on tour, like you like I didn't even shower today. Or I was like, look good, feel good, play good, dude. And I was just like, all I did is wash my face.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I brushed my teeth.
I brushed my teeth and washed my face, and I feel way better, and I'm gonna play a way better show now.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that guy though.
This is this person, I believe, slides into your DMs. She said, "It's your wife."
Ah,
My wife.
What has been the highlight of your career?
my highlight of my career. If you didn't tell me this was my wife, I actually would have said this exact thing, is meeting her. I met my wife through touring. That's my career. I guess is like getting to go to places like Montreal, meeting my wife, like that's the highlight for sure, is being like, okay, I found my person in a place.
Your motherfucker.
What?
You call her your mother.
Oh yeah,
You're a
that's my mother.
motherfucker.
That's my motherfucker. Like that's my dude. Like she's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
She supports me. She's an awesome concert photographer. Like I said, like the career, I'm doing air quotes in case you're listening to this, of music allowed me to meet my wife and allowed me to meet you guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's the highlight, is like meeting people that you're gonna be friends with or be in relationships for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm curious. I want you to tell the story on the podcast because she's so important to everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was that moment where you saw her and was like, "Oh, she's hot," to all of a sudden now, well, not all of a sudden, but this is your wife.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's been a process.
It's been a definite process. Yeah.
Let me see if I can figure. I'm gonna try to say this story like I'm not being recorded. No, I'm just kidding. All right. To the Wind is on tour with the Greenery. Nick from Vanna is filling in for the Greenery. We play at a bar called Piranha Bar. I think this is like 2012. Nick's friends with Allie because she's a concert photographer and she's shot Vanna before. So he's like, I got a photographer coming out. And I saw her and I was like, God damn. And I was like, the women in Montreal are like the most beautiful people I've ever seen. And I just was like, that was the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And I didn't introduce myself to her. Nick was like, she wanted to fucking meet you, bro. And I was like, well, why didn't you introduce her to me, dude? And I was like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And then I like found her on Facebook. And I was like, hey, awesome photos. She said, like, come back to Montreal. And I said, only if you let me take you on a date. And
Hell
then she's
yeah.
like, all right, deal. And then years go by, we play Montreal, we go out on dates more. And then years later, we're on tour with Texas in July. We play a show. We go out to eat. I like confess my love to her. And then she's like, okay, like, do you want to do this? And I was like, do this? Like, be in a long distance relationship? I'm dumb. I can't fucking do that. I was like young and immature. And I kind of blew that at that point. Like, I like totally tanked that situation by not committing. But, you know, I was younger and then going through some bad relationships, waking up one day being like, okay, I actually can do this if it means that someone that is nice to me and loves me and supports me, even if they live on the other side of the country. Yeah, yes, I can do this. And I call her one day, like I hadn't talked to her in like months, maybe a fucking year or something. And I call her out of the blue and she's like, hello. Like, I think the last thing she said to me before that was like, lose my number.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I call her and I'm like, hey, did you ever get your motorcycle license? She's like, that's why you called? And I hear her best friend Yasmin, who I love dearly. She's like, who the hell is that? And she's like, it's Anthony. And she's like, what the fuck's he doing? And I was like, well, anyway, I'm playing I'm playing Toronto in like a month. I'd love to see you. And she's like, that's like 4 hours away from me. And I'm like, well, if you come, that'd be awesome. And I just like patiently waited and she showed up and I like apologized for not committing and, you know, I was confessed my love to her again. And then she's like, all right, well, like, bet, you know, she's like, show me that you're not just like talking.
Prove it,
dude.
Yeah.
And then when we got back home from that tour, I spent the whole tour talking to her and just like, you're my girlfriend now. You're my long distance girlfriend now. I got home and immediately flew her out to like meet my family. And then we did like a year of just going back and forth every other month. And at that point I was like, even before then, like when we first met, I would always describe her to my friends as if I were to marry someone, it would be this chick. And I'd pull my phone out. Like, and be like, this is the girl that I'm in love with. This is the one I would marry. But that'll never happen because she lives so far away. Like, you can all my friends have like, yeah, he said that thing about you, and she's like, no, he didn't. But yeah, no. And I got like hyper focused on our relationship, and I was like, all right, I need to make this work. I can't do long distance forever. I know I'm gonna marry this girl, so I'm gonna ask her to marry me. After a year of long distance, we got married, started the immigration process, and I don't wish that process on my worst enemy. It's so challenging, so hard to like get someone that you love and miss so much to like be able to live together.
Sure.
Actually yesterday was our 9-year anniversary, so I'm on tour on my anniversary. Like, it's still really hard. She still supports me a lot. She's actually been to like 5 shows on this tour to join us and to take photos, but she doesn't like touring long periods of time.
Sure.
But yeah, man, chicks rule. My wife rules. I miss her a lot, but that's the story.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, "Are you gonna see Tron when he comes through?" I was like, "Absolutely, he's gonna
Yeah.
come hang out, do the podcast. I'm gonna hang out with your handsome husband, of course."
Yeah.
Ali, even after her honeymoon, she picked us up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice.
That's why the reason I said the motherfucker, because that's how I remember you when you're like, dude, when you meet someone, man, like Allie's like she's like my motherfucker, dude. Like, she's like my ride or die.
Yeah, for real. Like, you just meet someone and you're like, it's like, I don't dap up my wife, but like, you know, like,
But I could.
And I feel like that same connection, but I also just like I like love her on that, like, you're my wife way, but also just like, what up, dude? Like, let's fucking hang out. And like, yeah, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just works that way. You're like, okay, this all makes sense. Like, not that this is like a podcast about relationships or anything, but like,
Hey, it can be.
it can be. Yeah. When you meet someone and you're like, oh, this is easy. This is not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go through all these relationships growing up and you're like, man, that was
was a
fucking
grind.
hard. That was a grind, bro. And like, yeah. And then you meet someone and you're like, oh, this is easy and fun, and I like you a lot, and we have similar interests, and I like to make you food, please.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
Let me
it's just,
feed you.
Yeah, it's just like, life's not that hard, so your relationship shouldn't have to be hard. So when you meet someone that makes your life easy, it's like, yeah, marry him.
Yeah.
Or don't, if you don't believe in that situation or system. But like, her and I have always talked about, like, we never been about the people, oh, this is my other half. It's like, we've never adopted that mindset. It's always been like, we're two whole people that will live and survive without each other, but we make our lives better. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind
huge.
of, that's been like kind of like the foundation of our relationship. It's so hard touring when you have a family at home. I don't have a kid, but like, she's my family, and it sucks. And my dogs and my cats.
Your cats.
It gets harder as you get older, you know. But yeah, relationships should be easy. You know.
Hell yeah. You got another question in there, Mike?
Oh, yeah. The one's from Ty. He went super easy on you, by the way. Ty asks, I guess he kind of went over it. Give us, and he says another, in parentheses, give us another breakdown on how to achieve the best metalcore sound.
Best metalcore sound? Like in general? Oh, man. Do you want me to go full blown nerd on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Because I'm gonna take notes for.
There is no rule book, and I am also still learning. So I'm gonna just speak on what I've experienced. If you're trying to go for like the best metalcore sound, first write good riffs. That's like bottom line. Have good riffs that are original, that inspire a next set of riffs later on in life. I think it's drawing from things that you like from your past. So you're hitting those nostalgic points, and then writing something that isn't ripping off anybody. It's like, obviously doing an alternating picking riff. It's like, you've heard that before, but it's not ripping somebody off. So start with good riffs, and then move into like lyric world and find like a cool concept, make sure the concept is like what a metalcore song should sound like or be about. It can literally be about anything, but how you deliver it lyrically is ultimately going to help with the sound. Like, you can listen to a metalcore song that rules, but the lyrics suck, and you're like, I hate this song.
Yeah.
So, lyrics. So riffs are sick, lyrics are sick, because at the end of the day, we play guitar music. So it's like people want to hear the guitars, and then they want to hear the lyrics.
They want to sing along.
They want to sing along.
Yeah.
So it's like you got the guitar riffs are sick. You got sick lyrics, sick melodies, sick screaming parts that are like pushing the envelope on like what is metal. And then you move into drums. Same idea. You're playing like drums. You want to write original shit. You want to push the envelope a little bit. So it's like you're kind of like pushing the culture of metal forward a little bit. So that's the sound. And then you go into the tone world where it's like, you know, guitars are a mid-range instrument, so you need to have really sick mids and like crunchiness. Then you go into like the production world of the guitars, where it's like you're gonna be doing like stereo rhythms, so you're not just duplicating one track and then going left and right, because that just slams everything into the middle. You're recording the same guitar part with the same amp and same guitar and putting it on both sides, and then you do that again with either another guitar and another amp during like the big parts, like the chorus or the breakdown, to have an extra layer. So it's like two guitars on both left and right, and then leads and like auxiliary instrumentation is like operating the spectrum in between the left and right side of the stereo. And then that sounds sick. So you got sick riffs, sick lyrics, sick tone, double guitars on both sides to make it sound insanely massive. And then you go into bass world. And I kind of always do bass last, not because it's not important, but when you have your sound of the guitars and the drums and the vocals, it kind of occupies all this space, so you have more of an idea of where you want the bass to live. Because if you do bass and guitar first and then start throwing in everything else, you're like, oh,
It gets muddy.
It gets muddy. So it's like you're kind of like using up the entire spectrum of your sound, and then you're going to put bass in there. But with like metalcore bass, I do something, and this is kind of like the standard nowadays. It's like you're splitting your frequencies up, and I run my quad this way. So you split the frequencies up: lows, mids, and highs. Lows is just going to be the DI of your bass compressed to shit. So you're just getting a constant low, like warm subby thing. No mids or highs in that. So you're not distorting the lows at all. It's just clean low end pumping out, and it's consistent. And you go into your mids and you run your cabs and your amps and your drives. So you get all that cool grind that's not being clouded up by the low end, because you're isolating those frequencies. So you get all the drive, all the grind in there. So it has a lot of presence and attack, but it's not sacrificing any of the lows. And then you get into the highs, which is not a lot of with bass. It's like a lot of the pick attack noise and the clickiness, like the
little punch.
The corn bass, like that clickiness is of the high range. And normally I'll blend that high range frequency with whatever the guitar chain is, so it sits better with the guitars.
Okay.
So yeah, that's when you can duplicate 3 times. Like you can play the bass track 1 time, duplicate it 3 times, treat each frequency range differently to make like the perfect bass tone. That's like a studio setting, and a way I operate that into a live setting is I have just my lows and mids and highs separated. So I send.
So you split into like 3.
Yeah, it's split into 3, but it's sent out as 2 XLRs. So Aaron, our front of house guy, gets the low end that's super compressed, no drives on it, and then all the drives and distortion on one end. So depending on what front of house system he uses, he can like, oh, the subs are more powerful in this venue, I'm going to turn his low end on the bass down and boost his distortion, or vice versa. I feel like that's the approach for metalcore sound. If that's what you asked me to go full blown, and I went full blown.
And then
Love it.
And then Mike took a nap during that
Yeah,
segment.
Yeah, I know. You're like,
And then how many times do you stack vocals?
Fuck, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, vocals for like a verse section, it'll be always 2. Like, I kind of treat it like guitars. Double track vocals on verses, and do like quad vocals on like the big lines, or like the auxiliary vocals, like da 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 da, and then on that last da, we'll maybe have like an extra 2
Sure.
on there, and then sometimes if it's just full blown mean part, it'll be like 4 vocal tracks
Yeah.
on there, just because it sounds awesome. Especially if you're dealing with a vocalist that has like the multiple ranges and you want to like capture all of them. And then the choruses, if it's like a singing chorus, same thing. I'll do like 2 of the main melody, 2 harmonies, and if it's an interesting enough melody, I'll have an additional harmony. So that'll be like, it'll be 3 stereo, but ultimately six takes.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's kind of ridiculous the amount of like vocals that need to get done, but it makes for good music,
Makes it
honestly.
huge though.
Yeah.
Makes it huge.
so I'm excited to hear the one that had the cleans in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good song.
What about for gang vocals?
Man, gang vocals is so hard because like sometimes you can just blow it, and sometimes you can just rock it out of the park with just like a couple people, but it just
Make sure they're all
depends.
sober. I think
And
it's
make
the
sure
first-
they're all fucking sober. Oh yeah, I'll just say it out loud. That's the one fucking regret I have on the MBR EP is recording those gang vocals that way. Everyone was drunk. And I was like, dude, this fucking ruined it. I was bummed. If I ever go and remix that record, I'm gonna re-record all the gang vocals.
Dude, you're like, so our gangs sound drunk.
Yeah. And honestly, I should have just re-recorded them. But
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
yeah.
Drunk bar vocals, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it sounds live.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fuck yeah. Let's see what else we got.
There's another question on the other post. Oops, sorry.
Oh,
That's what happens when our stuff is on Instagram. My volume's up.
the one from Brandon from Slump.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Brandon from Slumped. He said, "What's your favorite moment with Jerry John?"
Rip. Temecula, California. We were on tour at the Greenery, and we were just taking photos outside of the Vault, I think was the venue. And I was filling in for the Greenery, and they were playing a Beastie Boys cover. I was playing bass for the Greenery, and he was there, and we were just like singing, and then we got drunk and like had a photo shoot out in the parking lot. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that was fun.
I always loved that, like, you know, he was a cameraman, but then every now and then you'd see him like stage dive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's got his press pass, but then he's like floating in the crowd. But yeah, he's a good dude. I also have fun, like at the time I remember I was just the girl that I was dating. I was like just starting to like kind of like hang out with her friends and like cousin and her cousin's friends and stuff. I ended up becoming really close with all of them, but like it was in the like new stages, so I still felt like the weird like odd man out.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to a party, and then Jerry John's there, and because like his girlfriend I think was friends with their friend group, so it was just like, you know, supposed to be an introvert, nice to have like, oh fucking my dude, we can
One
talk.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dude, yeah, I miss that dude. So we have two from X by Jem. X. Bring Back to the Win.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eye roll there. No, I didn't mean to eye roll there. Because I do love those guys. I've tried like 3 different times, and it's always met with either no response or like last time we had talked about actually doing it. They were like, if we're gonna do it, we want to do like a string of shows that like makes sense. And that's when we were going to do those like week of shows down the West Coast. And I was like, look, MBR is doing like a week's worth of shows. It would be fucking badass if To the Wind did some shows together. You guys just have to bring your asses to my studio. If you don't have any gear, I have it all.
Yeah.
We can rehearse in my place. I have all the things we need. I just require you to come to me and we can get in a van. We can play these shows. And it just didn't work out. Yeah. Because I get hit with that all the time. Like, when are you doing this thing? And it's like, I just don't think that they have that. I'm trying to figure out a way to not sound like rude when I'm saying this. I just don't think they have that like interest anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard too, especially when you've been. Now I don't know if the dudes have played in other projects since, but like when you're out of it, dude, like when Torture Culture started, it was like pulling teeth to get me to write a record because I hadn't been at a show in like almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, fuck, let's do it. And then once you're in it, cool, it comes back. And
you're like,
get excited again.
Once it hits your lips.
Yeah, but like, just thinking of like, man, I'm gonna get off my ass right now and go get ready to play 7 shows in a row. Like that feels exhausting.
It sounds rad, and then you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then you remember the grind.
You're like,
Yeah, you remember the grind, and it sucks, but
yeah, like I found a batch of old To the Wind demos that I had written for the last record that didn't make the record. I'm listening back to those like, damn, these are kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then I like hit up the guys. And I was like, do you guys want to record something? Like literally just for fun, because I'm listening to some things and they're awesome. And Ryan actually sent me a demo that he had worked on years ago. He's like, this is kind of the vibe that like if we were to do new music, this is what I'd want it to sound like. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's just come over and we'll fucking work on it. And then nothing happened after that.
Yeah.
So I've tried, but I love the dude, so I'm not gonna like bother them with it anymore.
sure. Yeah.
And then X by Jam X also said, bring back Erode.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So Erode, I forgot all about that band too. So Erode was a hardcore band that I played with my buddy Taylor Jones, my buddy Chris, my buddy Jeremiah, and my friend Josh. And we did such cool shit with that band. It was like kind of like incendiary, where it was like very like high, like almost punk vocalist over heavy music, but still hardcore like based. And we did some like cool Canadian tours. We went to Hawaii, played 3 shows.
What?
Yeah. We played like a show in a boxing rink, and it was all bouncy and stuff.
Sick.
Yeah, it's like Erode did cool shit. Like, I don't remember where it ended up or why. I think it's just got busy with other bands, but Erode was cool. It was fun.
What was the time frame on that one?
Like just before To the Wind got signed, so it would have been like 2011, 12, 13. We had sick merch too. I remember that band having like a cool like merch design. Yeah.
It's a cool name.
Hell yeah. You want to mental health check it?
Oh, mental health check? Yeah. We'll go fast. Mental health checks, we like to check them weekly to see where we're at mentally. That way if things are going well, what's going on in our life that's keeping us in a good place, and if things aren't going so well, what's going on that's keeping us in a funk.
Do you want to explain why you've been wearing glasses the whole episode? Because I don't think we have.
I knew that Tron being here would make me emotional. Dude, my allergies kids have just been kicking my ass all week.
Changing in the time.
What's that Big Daddy like when he like wears the glasses so no
Oh
one
yeah,
can see him?
no, I'm invisible.
Now I can speak to the judge.
Now you can speak honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are you at? Especially on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's this run been?
How's the mental state?
This tour's been awesome. Bleed from Within are like our good friends, and this will be our third tour with them. It was like To the Wind and MBR. It's like, okay, these guys are our friends. Like, let's just keep doing this because it's fun, and the shows make sense. So yeah, Bleed from Within's awesome. Their crew's awesome. Silosis is awesome. Very, very nice dudes. Cool band. They kick ass.
Are they also from the UK?
So yeah, Silos is from the UK, and then Bleed from Within's from Glasgow, Scotland. And then Life Cycles dudes, we just met. They fucking rule. They're like the tour's favorite band. San Antonio, Texas. Thrashy, like heavy, groovy.
Yeah, they're sick. We caught the last couple songs of theirs.
Yeah, and they're all super nice, super talented, very funny. So yeah, so the tour's good. It's a good vibe. Shows are awesome. Yeah.
I have a mental health question for you.
Mhm.
What's your like reset or / get myself back if you're just going through like a rough spot on tour?
I'm trying not to get like too deep in the feels right now, but I've had a pretty rough run this tour. So I'm bipolar, and that looks like this: highs, lows, highs and lows. And sometimes they last longer, and sometimes like the stars align when I'm having like a manic day, and there's no green room, and merch is in the show floor, and we're selling our merch, and it's so overstimulating and loud, and something will happen or someone will say something, and I'll just be like, and just like snap and like do something unsafe.
Yeah.
And the like come down from that is like embarrassing. So that's when I need to like figure out a way to like reset. It's like, it's not healthy to operate like that, but when you know that it's coming, it's like you can kind of prep yourself for it. So had a couple of like those incidents on this tour, and the reset for me is like, this sounds silly, but it's like a fast and working out, because when you're like dealing with having like bipolar disorder and like ADHD, it's like chemically imbalanced sort of stuff. So sometimes fasting and working out, like kind of like a cleanse, because exercise is hygienic. So it's like sometimes that resets me. Is like, all right, I'm not gonna eat like shit or put bad stuff into my body. I'm going to work out and like sweat it out, and then I'll feel like I'm rejuvenated, and I'll feel like I'm at a better place to like start from. So that's kind of like how I get back, by doing something that I think is good for me. Helps. It's like, do something good for you instead of doing bad things for you. Trying to talk more with the people I'm around about what's happening at said time, and then trying to be mindful of not reacting. So like, when you go into a fight or flight like situation, that's your brain being like, I don't know what's happening, so it's reacting. I'm trying to like, instead of reacting to something that would like trigger negative responses, to like taking a moment, being like, how do you want to react to this, instead of just doing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard.
Have you have you found that just kind of like, let me walk out, maybe let me just go to the van or the bus or whatever and just chill for a second will help alleviate that stress? Or
Yeah.
you just have to find like a dark corner in the venue and just be like, all right, let me just.
Dude, yeah, like the privacy thing is important. Like just desensitizing yourself, like going on a walk. I've been running a lot this tour, which is great. But yeah, it's just like obviously the world's overstimulating.
Yeah.
So de-stimulate yourself. How do you do that? Go be alone and quiet.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially not having a green room too.
Yeah.
I had a conversation, I feel like, with somebody at work about this who was like total civilian, like no understanding of like being at a show, and it was like explaining to them how important, even if it's like a closet, like the time, just a place to go where you can just like give me a second to catch my breath and like reset before going back out and like talking to people for the rest of the show or whatever it is huge. And not having access to something like that is it sometimes like adds more anxiety and more stress to the situation. Like, I think when we all did Tough Love like years ago, and we're like, is there anywhere we can go to just like
To be.
and they put everybody in that little like storage closet that had like chairs stacked up all around.
Yeah.
Just having that area off the side of the stage was huge.
Yeah, no, for real. I've seen situations like that like break people.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And it sounds like first world problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard to like really talk about it, but like I've seen it fuck people up.
Yeah.
Where they're like, or for example, like last tour we were playing in Madrid, so it was a drop, and what that means is your bus will drop your trailer of gear off at the venue, and then the bus will fuck off and drive off to another place where it can park, because
Sure.
in the city you can't park a bus there.
Right.
So bus drops us off at like 10 a.m. outside of the venue. You don't get inside of the venue until 1. So you're just like, we can't leave this trailer full of expensive gear around, so we have nowhere to be. So you're just kind of hanging around outside with like 20 other people.
Yeah.
Venue opens up, you go inside, there's no green room. So you're in a situation where you're like, I have nowhere to be, and we can't really like go far. Everything's loud, and everyone's like wanting to talk to me or touch you or ask something of you. But you're like, all right, this is gonna have to last for the next 12 hours. Fuck. So some people like just, you know, make bad decisions, and then like the bus will come back. You've been standing in a crowd for like 10 hours. The bus will come back. You're still standing in a crowd, and everyone's like so emotionally drained. It's like,
Yeah, you can't get away from those guys either.
you can't get away from those guys. It's like you're surrounded by drunk people. Like in Madrid, so the bus dropped us off. There's no green room. We're in the venue all day. It's really hot, you know. Get through that. It was a great show. Still just like overstimulating. Get outside the bus. They kick you out of the venue. And first off, they kick you out of the venue because they're doing another event. So now,
Because it turns into a nightclub.
Yeah.
because it turns into a nightclub. So now you have to stand outside in the middle of like a party district, like with your trailer door open. And we took like yellow tape and like literally made our own outside green room so people would stop stepping into our space. And like we're also surrounded in thousands of dollars worth of gear. There's drunk people like falling into everywhere and stuff, and that like broke some people. That can break some people. So it's like those are situations that are like that feel insane.
Yeah, it's a lot. And it sounds like we're just complaining about living,
Yeah,
but it's a big
Well,
deal.
in everyday life, even if you have a job, at some point you get a lunch break. You can choose to sit in your car. You can choose to go somewhere. You can choose just. It's like
You have to take a 10-minute break every couple hours, you know, like
with like on tour, like it's like oh, poor you're in a new city, you go explore. It's like, well, I can, but also like this is our time to like we have to be there. Like you want to support the bands that are playing, you know, or you want to like, you know, make yourself available for like anyone who wants to talk to you and stuff. And it's like yeah, I could do this, but then it's also like you want to, you know, understand like the like you want to be present, or at least present enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
Be there, be in the building. But
What's your process for when you get back from tour, decompressing?
ooh, that's a good question.
So I give myself one day of like rotting. I used to. All right, I'm gonna go full blown on this because this is something I actually really like believe in.
Yeah.
People glorify the post-tour depression, and I don't like to do that, but it's not untrue.
Sure.
So you go through a day when you have your full schedule, like you have a schedule for when your day starts and ends, like from 11 a.m. all the way down to 1 a.m. you have your day scheduled out by the every 30 minute, 45 minute, and then you have another schedule that shows you when you're supposed to be driving. So you have your full 24 hours, like down to, you should be asleep at this time, is mapped out by someone else. And that's nice. It's because you're a circus traveling together. You got to coordinate. So you have everything mapped out, and you have a workflow. So you go from knowing exactly what every next minute is to not having that at all, and being like having every form of stimulation all at once. Friends, talking, music, lights, visuals, you know, shaking hands, meeting people, like every form of stimulation you have, to getting home and having none of that.
Yeah.
So it's not depression, it's the void of not having that. So people, I feel like they misconstrue what depression is. Depression isn't the lack of something. You know what I mean? Like depression is you're like a chemical imbalance, or you're feeling sad because of something traumatic that happens, the body responding to an event, but like not the absence of an event.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like it's like your body acclimates to having like a noise floor of this, to going home from tour and having a noise floor of this. So I used to like go home, and then it would like steamroll into actual depression from like feeling like shit all the time. So now I give myself one day to rot, and I go back to work immediately.
Yeah.
There's even been days when the first day I'm home, I go straight to work, because that like dopamine hit of feeling accomplished, even if you're exhausted and you're like, I should just be relaxing, but to feel accomplished helps me like acclimate back into not being on tour.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll work for anybody, but it works for me. So either I take one day to just raw on the couch and play video games, eat so much food, and like watch movies with my wife and do something, or I just go straight back to work.
Yeah.
It's probably not the best advice, but that's what I do.
Dude, our drummer Steve, like he'll come home from like a month run in like Mexico with Voodoo, and will land and go immediately to work.
Yeah.
Like go sling beers, and
Yeah.
it never ends. But it's like there's no time for him to decompress. So he's like, yeah, I'm just always going. And
Is
is he thriving? I don't know, but he
It works for some
does it.
people,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Extroverts, I feel like, can live at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
better than-
Which
I've
he is
straight
not.
up gone to the airport after a tour and left the airport to go to work. And I've also gone home from a tour and had someone I was recording pick me up from the airport and then go record them that day. So it's like, you know, I don't know if that's good advice or not, but like, I guess don't stare too long into the abyss.
I feel like you're also so used to at this point the travel, because I think even last time when I dropped you off at the airport after an LA show,
Oh yeah.
it was like,
Halloween.
was it Halloween?
Yeah.
It was like, hey dog, your flight is at 7 a.m. and it's like 1. Are you sure? You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna go sleep in the terminal.
Yeah, I
Fine.
just slept in that terminal. Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
home and decorated for
And honestly, I was
Yeah.
and I was kind of even looking forward to it. I was like,
Yeah.
you mean to tell me this place is absolutely silent? Okay.
Oh yeah, Ontario is like.
I have my noise canceling headphones and this place is silent. Sure, sounds great. I'll sit there for 7 hours staring at a wall drawing. Yeah.
I used to get away on tour, just like Starbucks bathroom, just chilling there.
Yeah.
The thing.
I wouldn't even, no, like, I mean,
No, it doesn't.
oh yeah, I'm pooping, guys. Oh, Mike, where you at?
Dude, it's been so busy lately. I feel like we've had just back to back everything lately. Last week, so we took a week off of the podcast. We had a guest that was scheduled that when I confirmed with them, they were like, "Hey, one of our guys is actually going to be on the road with another band. Can we reschedule?" So I reached out to these two and I was like, "Hey, let's take a week off. Like, I know we only do this every other week, but still, like, there's everything that comes with an episode, right?"
Yeah.
So we took a week off, and then my brother flew into town from Atlanta and was here like Wednesday through Sunday of last week. So over the past couple of weeks, it's just been nonstop. Like, there hasn't been a day or time to just chill. And so last night I like finished work and I was like, "Oh, I need to get this done." And I was just like, "Dude, I'm just gonna fucking stay home on a Friday and do nothing." Like, just sat around, like, watched movies and like made food at home. Feels like I haven't made like a home cooked meal in like a month, like,
Yeah.
and just chilled. And it was so nice to do all that and like reset and then get up this morning and be like, "All right, cool. Like, I'm chilling right now." Because work equally has been like stressful and crazy too. Because I've had a bunch of projects that I've been on that are all like going live at the same time. So it's like, this is happening here, but you're also covering this, and
And you want to give them all the attention that
Yeah.
they deserve.
Mm-hmm. And then so like we've had like one project has been 18 months in the making that's like going next week. So it's like, all right, cool. Just kind of get done what we need to. Like,
Yeah.
I told my boss, like, "Hey, some of these things are going to fall behind because we're focusing on these." And he even said, like, we had a one-on-one on Thursday and he was like, "Is there anything I can help you with? Because I know I've got you doing a lot of stuff." And I was like, if things are cool right now, like, it's fine. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just trying to find that balance and that time to just chill for a little bit. Like, easy out. I don't think we have another show for the next month or two, so we can really just focus on finishing up music that that's all been kind of like in the limbo of trying to schedule. And yeah, Torture Culture, we're getting ready. Steve's finally home, so we're getting ready to start tracking drums
Sick.
and kind of knock all that shit out. So yeah, it's nice to see like a little bit of free time ahead of us that we can finish things that have just been, in the works. But
I think transparency is like the best approach for situations like that, because when you feel like overloaded, you're worried about letting someone down. So if you're transparent with them about like how unrealistic this could be, it feels like you get some weight lifted off your shoulders.
Yeah.
So you're like, this is what it is, and then I don't know. I feel that.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, just I'm excited for a lot of things that we're, it's always the big things coming.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about a lot of things that we have going and that we have lined up, and
It's good to be excited about shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's good to like things. It's good to have something to look forward to.
like the Torture Culture stuff. We have like the EP pretty much written. We just need to, like, we haven't had an opportunity because you guys we're talking about sending music back and forth. We haven't had the opportunity to all sit in a room and like jam it together.
Yeah.
Right. So we've had like, Dan and Travis, which shout out both of them. Today's Dan's birthday and tomorrow is Travis's birthday.
Oh shit.
And this will come out after their birthdays. So happy birthday to both of you guys.
Happy birthday.
But like, just being able to finally like get everybody into one room and jam these before we track has the one thing I've been looking forward to.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, mainly with Steve, because Steve's been super busy.
Yeah.
Like when he's home, we've had him focusing on easy out shit and not this stuff. So, but I miss playing heavy shows.
That's cool.
Yeah, other than that, I'm good.
Also, I've been like this so that this side of my nostril can drain.
You need like what was it like the Flonase shit?
I know.
Afrin.
Yeah.
I used to know someone that was addicted to that stuff.
I remember the first time I did was it neti pot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like first time I did it, it like completely like everything came out, and I remember like my mom saw me. She's like, "Whoa, your face is different," because my face has been swollen and I didn't even realize it, and it literally cleared everything out.
Do you remember the first time you did neti
You
pot?
just looks maxing.
Was like right when Jesse had started doing cameras for us, and Jesse was congested. So Mike goes, "Hey, do one of these like saline races." Jesse didn't understand that you're not supposed to breathe when you do it. So he like did the water
Inhaled
bottle
it.
thing, and he inhaled it like to try and clear. And he was like, "I almost fucking died." We're like, "You're not supposed to breathe, dog." Like, and he's like, "Oh, okay, let me try it again."
Sick.
I think you guys texted me, did it work? And I just voice messaged.
Yeah.
No, it didn't work. You can't snort everything, Jesse.
Or can you?
Or can you? Fuck, I'm out of Kleenexes.
Where are you at, Mike? Besides being out of Kleenex.
Um,
That's
watch
such a
my
good
nose.
visual.
I know. My nose is gonna fucking drip. This week has been a lot better because 2 weeks ago, I went through. So, the way I feel like I operate through life, and what gets me out of bed and able to accomplish things and do things, is because I'm like, I have to start like my day with like gratitude. I like thinking about things that like that gets me out. That gets me going. So if things are going bad, like I usually just focus on the good. And I think that serves me well for like a lot. But there's been like a lot of stuff I think that's just compiled that I just haven't really addressed or like sat with and allowed myself to like here's what this is and then put it on the back burner, as opposed to just like putting it on the back burner and just focusing forward. And so I did like I don't know what to call it, like a day where I just sat with like all the stuff that's bothering me, basically. Like focusing on the negative, just so I could like
So you feel it all.
feel it, but like also just like for me, also speaking it out, it kind of like it's like super helpful. And so I remember like I did that, and I actually did it with Jordan, and she's like, "How you feeling?" And I was like, "I feel weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel good. I don't feel bad, but I just don't." I'm like, but it was just I didn't realize how much I was fucking like caring, because all the good, even like everything, like good things in my life, like all the music shit I was doing. It's all fun stuff, but there's still stresses tied to this thing we love, right? And so I'm
Mike
like,
and I have shared many a voice note.
yeah,
Yeah.
talk me off a ledge, Mike. Literally. I'm like, oh shit. So anyway, so then I sat with everything and was like looking at, obviously the good, but then I was like focusing on like, what about this bothers me? What about this like is weighing on me? And so I allowed myself to kind of like sit through that, and then, speaking it out and stuff and getting it out was really helpful. And I realized I hadn't done that in a long time. And so it was like nice to kind of like purge a lot of that shit out and just focus. And then now I can like focus back again on like, things I'm grateful for.
That's cool.
Yeah. And also too, it was just a rough week, which is like getting like bad news on shit.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like, if you can't get rid of them, you just gotta become friends with your demons. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, how are we gonna operate?
yeah.
And,
And, like,
hopefully they go away.
Hopefully they go away, or just like, I mean, I think even too, just like when you're able to like reprioritize things. Like, this is what it is, and it's not going to change in that sense, or it's not going to change right now. So I'm just like, I can put that on the back burner.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. My brain works like that, where I'll literally sit and ask myself, is there anything I can do right now to make this better?
Mm-hmm.
And if the answer is no, then I will try my best not to serve it any more energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to steamroll your conversation, but I don't do New Year's resolutions because that's only met with like heartbreak. But I'll do New Year's mottos. That's something like a mantra I want to live by throughout the year. And mine for this year is to choose my battles better. And that doesn't mean like argument. That is it. That's just a way of saying like, how do I want to deliver out my energy? So like, if it's something I firmly believe in, then yeah, I might have an argument about that, or I might just serve it more energy than I would. But if it's something that literally is not worth the time, then just do something else. Don't serve it any energy. And almost always the first question that I ask is there anything I can do right now to make this better? And if the answer is no, then don't serve it any energy. Like, you know what I mean?
Something, I don't know if you guys, I feel like you guys could relate to this. Something that like I've just known, I've just never voiced. And then once I like voiced it, and I was just like, oh, I need to like figure out a way to like cut this back. If I'm writing something, basically my rule is if something isn't recorded, then it's not finished. And if it's not finished, then I'm constantly thinking of rewriting it, constantly thinking of like what needs to be added to it, what I'm gonna do when this happens. And that is like, it's like it's there. It's always there.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm right there with the EP right now. I want to rewrite all of it because we're just waiting.
Yeah. And so you just get in your head about everything, and that sits there, and that takes up, space, and like, yeah. And so that was like a big thing for me too. And I was just like, fuck, I have to like move away from some of these ideas. And then like when I can't, because like, I don't know what it is until it's recorded. I can't like just let it be. And
it's just been like built into your system from how many records you've done.
Yeah.
Well, and which is true. And the way I've always done records, or not always, but like there was a time where it's like, okay, we're not touring, so now we're writing, and then we go and record, and then carry on. So that's only like what, like a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I have a month of just being a fucking lunatic and like sitting with this shit. And so that was like a weird, always like a crazy time, but it's like now it's done. I can move on. Whereas now, we have such open-ended shit where it's like, we have these 4 songs for this, and then we have this song for that, and like, and that stuff is just like I can't not think about unfinished things or things that aren't recorded yet.
That's why a lot of solo artists have so much music that never gets released because they don't know when that starts and ends. So if you wanted advice on how to like remedy that, you're like, I wrote a song, share it with your producer or your bandmate, and if they're like, this is done, your brain will go, okay, and it'll shelf it for when it's ready to record. I think not that you need confirmation from someone else, but I think it'll help if you're just like, hey, I wrote a song, and they're like, yep, this rules, this is done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're like, okay,
Cool.
Tron will be that guy for you.
I mean, I would 1000% be that guy for you. Or I will help like feed that beast a little bit, and you're like, I wrote this song. I'll be like, this rules. This would be sick if we maybe tried this thing here, and you'd be like, okay, cool, yeah, cool, this is done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I hear what you're talking about, though. I get like that a lot.
Yeah. But since then, I feel like this week has been way better, a lot more freeing, and a lot more just like I feel like I had like the mental capacity to like do shit.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah. You want to add some jams?
Oh yeah, fuck! What have you been listening to?
Could I ask a favor?
What's that?
Is there a way that we could like record a clip promoting this tour that we're on right now?
Yeah.
And then like get it like within the next day or two so I could post it, and like we could all do like a collab.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Tron. Tron, how many more days do you have left on tour? Are you coming to the show tonight, Tron?
Are you?
Just kidding.
How many more shows you guys have left on this run?
We just broke the halfway point. Let's see. Friggin'. Dang, I'm lost. Where are we? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 more shows.
Nice.
Pomona tonight, Glass House, Bleed From Within headliner, awesome metal band from Glasgow, Scotland. Xylosis, UK metal band, awesome as well. Great American Ghost, and then Life Cycles. But yeah, it'll be sick. It's been a fun tour.
Just all rippers.
Yeah.
On this tour. Are there tickets for tonight?
Yes,
Sick.
there's tickets for tonight. I'm not sure how many, but there are tickets.
Well, tonight, Glass House, Pomona. Last night was LA. How was?
Yeah, and then we go to Phoenix.
It was dope. What was
Phoenix
that?
tomorrow.
Awesome.
Phoenix, Austin. God, that's gonna be such a
That's
long
a drive.
Yeah, we have a day off, thank God. But yeah, Phoenix, and then it's like 17 hours to Austin. And we'll be in Texas for a couple days. Then, Yeah.
Nothing over to Tampa.
yep.
Tampa.
16 hours.
Tampa. Orpheum?
Yes.
Dude, Orpheum. I'm the worst when it comes to like dates and venues. I'll be like, oh, I've never played this venue before, and they'll show up and be like, oh, I've been to this.
Been here.
Yeah.
Orpheum sticks out to me because like that's like one of those like venues where like the bouncers were moshing for Every Time I Die.
Nice. Cool.
Hell yeah.
That'll work for this. You guys remember Tour Mosh?
Yeah.
When like no one shows up to the show, so the
the band's
tour
in
has to
mosh
show
pit.
for the show. Dude, sick.
Did you guys do that?
Oh yeah.
No, I mean like on this tour.
No. Thank God. Dude, speaking of bands moshing, I had to fill in for After the Burial on the last European tour.
That's right.
And because Adrian broke his arm, so he had to go home and get surgery. 12 hours before the show, they're like, can you fill in on bass? And I'm like, I like your band. I know your band's songs, but to
Right.
learn your band's songs in 12 hours is insane. But I'll try.
Yeah.
You know? So Aaron recorded their set live, and then they gave me the bass stems from their record, and I like synced it up with the live video. And I just like sat on my computer for like 12 hours straight making notes, trying to figure out the bass parts as I could hear them and as I could see them. And it was like 8-song set, and there was one song that was the second to last that I wasn't super familiar with. But then the last song I was super familiar with. So I went to Grayson, our guitar player. I was like, can you just learn these 2 songs and I'll learn them at another date? Because I can probably get through these 6. You do these other 2
Yeah.
in 12 hours. And you should see my notes. It's like just all like a bunch of weird numbers that don't make sense. It's like 5, 2, 7, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, like all the different nuanced parts and everything. But yeah.
Dude, that would give me so much anxiety. Like, at least playing for, if I had to fill in vocally, I could probably make it work, especially if it's heavy.
Yeah.
But having to like play my guitar and learn somebody else's songs until,
With like pauses and shit.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it would freak me out. I did feel so. Last time MBR played 1720, he had sent me the set list, and then we found out that morning about your aunt, and I was like, "Fuck, is Mike gonna show up to this show?" And like in my head, I was like, "I'm gonna learn these songs just in case. Let me learn this set list just in case. I'm not gonna sing any of the parts. Everybody else can
Why
sing
not?
it."
That's a friend, dude. That's a good friend.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. And you showed up. Thank God. So yeah, playlist. So we have a Spotify playlist.
Okay.
Pick a Great American Ghost song to throw on there.
Ooh.
That's on Spotify, and then no genre restrictions. Something that you've been jamming lately. You can throw on the playlist.
All right. Let me look at my.
And it doesn't matter how ridiculous it is.
Dude. It's funny that you just because I've been really into dungeon synth lately.
Hell yeah.
You guys know about this? It's like I think that has something to do with Dungeons and Dragons, because like there's like a big boom of it in the 80s and then now recently, but it's been like characterized as music that you could like play while playing Dungeons and Dragons with your friends.
Yeah.
So it's like
We've been playing Dungeons and Dragons.
it's like
Justin's excited.
it's been my jam lately, like just to like go on a run and just be listening to like
Quest music.
just like halt. I see that you're good with a sword. I need your help. Will you help me? Except my dog's lost in the woods. It's like just me running to like this shit. Or staring at a wall drooling to this shit.
This tattooed guy running, and that's what he's listening to.
Yeah. But so that's been my thing lately, I guess. Great American Ghost song. Should do the Kerosene remix that I did. It's called on Kerosene Purged is what it's titled as. It's like our industrial heavy song, but I just like made it into like a blood rave thing.
Yeah. All right. Jesse, myself, and a few of our other homies started playing Dungeons and Dragons
Hell yeah.
recently, and Jesse was clueless when we first started. He's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know what a character sheet is.
Yeah.
And now he's like,
I got it now.
I got it.
That's
I got
sick.
it. We're good.
Yeah, I used to play super frequently with like a bunch of audio guys, like a band manager, like a production manager, and like some audio engineers.
On tour.
No, at home. But then as everyone started touring and getting busy again, we stopped playing.
Yeah.
But fucking love that game.
So I have this little side project called Midnight Brigade, and it's Ryan from Easy Out, and it's
Easy Out without me.
It's easy out without Mike, and it's E standard metalcore,
Hell yeah.
and so that's like my Dungeons and Dragons project. Like the way I write for it is very like
That's cool.
fucking yeah, it's fun.
Sorry, Mike.
The way it like clicked in his head is we went to go take Easy Out photos, and then I was like, hey man, if you could just step out for this one, we're gonna take a
That's
band photos.
That's sick.
I was like-
love that.
You guys are all in this band?
hey, and I asked Mike, I was like, you want to play guitar in this? He's like, absolutely not. So,
Guitar, maybe.
dude,
Sorry.
you could.
Dude, just programmed. Oh, dude, let's do that. Fucking. Okay,
down.
I'm in
You're just
Midnight
like-
Brigade now.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Hell yeah.
Riffs playing. You're
Yeah.
What about you, Mike? What do you want to add?
Oh, you know what? Let's add, because I heard it on the way here, thanks to Tron. Impending Doom,
Oh yeah.
Crisis King.
Oh.
It's been that was this last tour we did. That was the song I would listen to every time we'd go play a set, or just before. So sick, it's so heavy. They have 2 other singles that just came out. Well, one's like this last month. I think the other one was last year, but it's like awesome, super heavy. They do like some like HM2 sounds and some like swollen pickle breakdowns.
Sick.
It sounds awesome.
What are you talking
Shout
about?
out Impending Doom.
I'm gonna add "Death Will Follow Me," the new Boundaries track, just because I'm gonna see them tomorrow night, and the new song rips.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
All right, you want to plug some socials?
No. I don't know how to do that.
Just where, if I want to listen to Great American Ghost, how do I do that?
You can listen to Great American Ghost on anything online ever. You can listen to No Bragging Rights on anything online ever. You can listen to Church Key anything online ever. That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, well, I'm stoked that we actually got to do this and
This is
caught you
fun.
in between
This was nice.
between times.
Yeah.
We will we'll be there tonight.
Honestly, and props to you guys for 171 episodes. I did 3 podcasts that I shot myself, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. It's so much
it's so
work,
much.
bro. It's so much. And do you like go through and like edit all the?
So the good thing is that this particular like the unit that we use like does a pretty decent mix.
Nice.
For us. Like I can go in and tweak it if something's crazy.
Yeah.
But generally like I run the mix out of that and then I just sync everything with the cameras.
Yeah.
But if Jesse's on with his switching, you usually don't have to do much.
Oh, that's cool.
So
This is why we come down on Jesse so hard.
yeah, that's why
So you're just like
Never on my switching.
like taking this hour and a half long conversation and like condensing it.
and so we put it. I sync all the audio, which sometimes like the audio drifts, so we have to like put the speed on, and then I'll like if there's anything that gets people canceled, we'll generally cut that out because we don't need it. We don't need to ruin anybody's lives, you know. But then we just kind of edit it to like we keep it as raw as possible. Like I don't remove like or like voices or like Mike blowing his nose or anything like that. Like I just want it to be as real as we can. But
that's cool.
And then we just sync it up and then cut clips out of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was like I was like, oh, I know I can't do this. Is the camera switching, because I would do it all in post, and then like take like the dead air and like cutting it out and like getting all the good stuff into a thing. I was like, this is exhausting.
Yeah.
It's like editing a fucking hour and a half long song,
dude. And it like now they have these AI like tools that'll like do your cuts for you.
Oh, cool.
But I don't trust them. You know, kind of like.
See, that's when I like support AI, when it's like making your
as a tool.
Not like to create.
Yeah,
you use it as a tool to help you create, not to create.
Yeah, like I use when I'm recording demo shit. I hate mixing.
Yeah,
like, I like tracking and I can produce people, but I just like to me I like I'm so ADD when it comes down to like the meticulous tweaks. I get sidetracked really easily.
Yeah.
So I'll use like an AI EQ.
There's nothing wrong with
run
that.
it through just for the demos and cool, you know. And then when we're ready to actually do this for real, we'll have somebody else mix it.
Yeah. I mean, that's totally fine.
So things like that, like, but this whole era of like AI bands just blows my mind. It's wild.
Dude,
like
sorry, go ahead.
Some of the top like heavy bands on Spotify are all AI.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane. I have a feeling that there's going to be some sort of weird law that comes about that.
Well, they just passed one about jingles. So if like, let's say McDonald's uses an AI jingle, they can't copyright it. Anybody else can use that jingle because it's an AI created.
No one owns it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the hair one that I love. It sounds like Panic at the Disco. I am copper peptides.
Yeah.
Growing continuously.
Let's play it often.
So like if they do like the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Like if that was AI, anybody can use it.
Sick.
They can't keep it for themselves. So, which is good.
Speaking of AI, I have to bring this up. I experienced my first situation of AI live photos of my band.
Really?
Yeah. Like I never thought this was
how does that?
So we played a show, I forget where, it was like somewhere in France. And I get this like collaboration request on Instagram. It's like, this person wants to collaborate on a post. And I'm like, oh, someone took some live photos. Let's check it out. And I'm like, this is weird. That's me playing. That's Ethan singing. That's Grayson. But then like you like zoom in on it and like my headstock is like warped.
You have, like,
and
six
I look like a
fingers.
different person. Like I look I'll have to find the photos and I'll show you them. But then like it gets even weirder where it goes into like, why am I use a wireless. Why do I have a cable? Why does Ethan's wireless microphone have a cable on it? Why does Ethan have plugs? Like full gauges. He does not have gauges. Why are his tattoos different on his body?
Fuck, I want this. Give me
It was like,
plugs
it
and
was
tattoos.
insane. And they kept like requesting us to collaborate with them. And I was like, this is crazy because that's us playing that venue, but that is not us. That's not us playing that venue.
I wonder if they just used like Photoshop's AI to like clean up the photos that they took.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Because we did that when Ty did his Ty Answers Everything thing. I was in Photoshop and I used the AI just to add like, because it cut off his torso, so I just wanted to add extra shirt, right?
Like look at his hand and his like.
Oh, weird.
His
He's like holding the mic like
he's doesn't have fingers and he has like gauges
like a Ninja Turtle hand, like.
And then like where's like when you zoom, like who the fuck is this guy?
That's you.
That's Dennis from
That's like
Defiance.
a skinwalker. Like skinwalker me.
That's so weird.
That is super weird. And then like this one is even scarier. Grayson never wears his hat backwards, but like looks like a demon.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's weird.
What if that's what AI is, dude? Just demons.
Yes.
Dude, I used it to add length on Ty's shirt just for like the Instagram promo because it was cut off to, based on the cameras, and it completely changed his face. It just changed it to like another black guy. Yeah. I was like, who is this? And luckily I caught it because I was jumping back and forth, and I was like, that doesn't look like.
Dude, that would be so funny to like take promos and just like change everyone's face just a little bit to where they're like, you're just gaslighting all of them. They're like, y'all, everyone looks great. They're like, that is not.
That's not
me. Is that me?
Dude, all right. Well, let's get out of here and get some food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. This is fun.
Dude, thank you.
Thank
man.
you for fucking getting up early. We had a late night last night. And then we also introduced trying to cut water.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What a night.
This tastes like juice. And I'm like,
He's like,
another?
yeah.
let's keep going.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Passed out.
Hey, thank you, man, for
Yeah,
coming.
of course.
Yeah,
this
we
is
love
fun.
you, dog. This is
Love you
fun.
guys.
Love you.
Hell yeah. Well, at Walking Blind Pod everywhere, walkingblindpod@gmail.com for us. And yeah, love you guys. Peace.
No way to handle my aggression.